This presentation of the 2014 Detroit Autorama is brought to you by Pilot Transport, the auto hauling specialist. We get it, and we get it there. And by Eaton Detroit Spring, made in the USA in Detroit. With the Detroit Autorama boasting almost 800 cars on display, it's safe to say there's just about one of everything. They're all here. Full customs, classic restorations, muscle cars, hot rods, hand-built one-of-a-kinds, rat rods, and traditional rods. And if that's not enough, this annual event also showcases motorcycles, race cars, model cars, and more. Of course, this show isn't just about flashy chrome and glittering paint. It's also about the people who make these cars show-worthy. Each year, the Autorama introduces the public to some of the best car-building talent in the country. Let's find out what motivates these builders and see just how passionate they are about this hobby.
Hi, I'm Trepanier here at the 2014 Autorama, and we got a great deal this year. Rad Rides is a feature builder, which is nice. I've been coming to Autorama since '92, so seeing a lot of change in here, and I tell you, it's just a great show. It's one of the two shows all winter that you look forward to going to, and this year we brought 8 cars, which is kind of nice. It was quite a chore getting them all up here, but you know, some of the cars behind me have been grade 8 cars. We've got a good following here. We've been coming here so long that, you know, people come here just to see what we brung, and this year they're walking in here, and now we got 8 of them, so it's pretty awesome. You know, when I came here in '92, the Riddler winner was, you know, any of these cars right here probably would have won. And now, I tell you, it's elevated so much, and that has to do with a lot of the, you know, the TV shows, just everybody getting better, and the home builder getting better, and getting the levels getting pushed. I mean, the Riddler winner of '92 probably wouldn't even be a grade 8 car today. It just keeps elevating. You know, this year is kind of nice being a feature builder. We get a lot of people stopping by the booth and that. And, you know, we always try to get the young people involved. You know, we need to get them away from the video games a little bit and give wrenches in their hand instead of video controllers. And, you know, I'm seeing a lot more young builders now. I've talked to a lot of guys, and these guys will come up to me, hey, you know, I talked to you 5 years ago and I finally got my car here. So it's kind of nicer seeing them follow through. So, you know, this year we just got back actually from the AMBR show out in Pomona about 3 weeks ago, and we're fortunate we brought a little 35 Chevy we built for West Rydell, and it won the AMBR this year. But one of the most awesome things was the Roseville High School group that I talked to here last year. They built the car in 6 months, a little truck, and competed in the AMBR. And honestly, probably out of the top 12, I bet you they were probably second or third. They really did a good job, but it was really neat at the awards presentation. They brought all the kids up on stage, gave them some special awards and some recognition. And actually, they took a car and built the whole thing. A lot of things get started but never finished. They went from A to Z and did a great job. I'm Troy Trepanier. I'm the feature builder here at the 2014 Autorama.
Well, the crowd reactions to this car has been unbelievable. I mean, everybody's saying, I've had probably 3 or 4 people in the last 2 hours saying this is their pick of the show. They love these old kind of cars like that. My name is Larry Hill, and I brought my 1961 Ford Starliner to the Detroit Autorama this year. The big thing about this car, it wasn't done in a professional shop like you look around here and see these cars. This was done by just local guys that wanted to do their best to do what I wanted, and they did. Been 1 year today since the car was finished, and we've won numerous awards with it. The painter that painted this car and did the running gear also is at the foot of the Peaks of Otter on the Blue Ridge Parkway in Virginia. It's out in the mountains. I mean, nobody could ever find it, and it's unbelievable. I mean, and there's just old 2x4 walls with 10 on the outside of them, and I mean, it's just amazing. People can't believe that it came out of that, you know, shop.
I told everybody I'm going to bring a car which is going to be limousine, hot rod, and a car hauler in one concept. And people laughed at me. They thought I was crazy. My name is CJ Kumar from Stouffville, Ontario. I brought a 1937 Hudson Terraplane. I had a 1937 Hudson, and I said I'm going to tear it apart. I bought a pickup truck rolled over a pickup truck with a Cummins diesel and took the body off. And I said, I'm going to start with that. When I took the Hudson apart, there was nothing left in it. Only thing left was 2 front doors, the headlight, and the back window, little window. So we stood there and we said, what are we going to do now? Hell, what we did was we started thinking what we're going to do. I said, let's hand fabricate everything. So he's very good in English wheel. So we stood there and we just, for 3 years, we've been going through fabricating everything one by one by one. So we come up with a design where we said we want to have a grill going right to the windshield. We want to have a trunk which will open differently. And I told him that I want a limousine. By the time we finished everything 3 years after, it weighed about 10,000 pounds. It's on a 4x4 pickup truck frame. It's been lengthened 2 feet front, 2 feet at the back. Crowd reaction in the show over here is so nice. You know, if I had to thank anybody, before even my God, before even my family, I would thank people over here. The way they have treated me, the way they have received me over here, they have been amazing. I had people hug me, give me kisses, and most amazing part was when I unloaded the car, Wednesday and Thursday, all the builders came over and they were going, holy smokes, wow. You know, how did you do that? That is a huge compliment, huge, because they know the pain and suffering of doing something like this.
Just a few minutes ago, we got the roof down. We've been working all morning, cutting and getting ready. I'm Gene Winfield. I'm here in the basement of the Autorama, the Detroit Autorama, and I'm chopping this 61 Ford. On this particular car, we cut it 2.5 inches. We have a problem with the wheelhouse where the tire goes up inside the fender, and we couldn't get much more than that. I wanted to go 3 or 3.5, but 2.5 was our limit, and that's exactly what we did. The crowd has been fabulous. You know, we've got lots of viewers. They keep watching and coming back, you know, all day, watching how the progress is. And I just taught 2 children how to weld. An 8-year-old boy and a 13-year-old girl had never, ever picked up a welder, and I showed them how to do it just a few minutes ago. I still do most of it with old school methods. I use the gas torch, the acetylene oxygen gas torch for a lot of my welding. I like to weld all the posts with that because it's stronger. I weld and then I pound the weld in a little bit so we don't grind any of the weld off, and it keeps it stronger. This particular car belongs to Bob Frizz, a good friend of mine, lives right around here in Taylor or Dearborn area, and he's got a lot of nice cars. He's got 2 of them that I built and painted, and this one shoots flames actually about 100 to 150 feet in the air, up on an angle. So this is a real flamethrower. My torch only puts out a little bit of a flame, but and Bob is learning how to spit fire. Next thing you see, he's gonna put some fluid in his mouth and go. That'll be great.
This presentation of the 2014 Detroit Autorama was brought to you by Pilot Transport, the auto hauling specialist. We get it, and we get it there. And by Eaton Detroit Spring, made in the USA in Detroit.